According to Robert Kaminsky, Amy Jamison, and Gladys Martinez of the United States Bureau of the Census, approximately 46% of children have had some type of experience that will put them at risk. With such a high number of children facing these issues, American adults should be worried that these experiences will prevent the children from succeeding later on in their lives. I've extensively researched the number of at-risk children and also how we can help them. I will attempt to persuade you to support a policy that helps these at-risk children deal with the issues holding them back and allows them to do well in school specifically, but in life in general. We will discuss the need for this policy, the policy itself, and how the policy will help children in need. We will now discuss the need for policy that helps at-risk children thrive in their schooling. Children that face at-risk circumstances struggle with learning due to situations that are sometimes out of their control. Most Americans realize that the future of America is our children, and so we must preserve that precious, precious resource. Generally speaking, at-risk students do poorly in school because of their circumstances. Dorman Jackson, superintendent of Sabine Parish School District in Louisiana, recognizes this need and recognizes the factors that contribute to the lack of student success. He states that he has appreciated gaining knowledge that when a kid is having a problem in their family or with themselves, they're not going to be successful unless you fix that problem. If a child is concerned about what's going on at home, they're not going to be able to focus in school. According to the American Institutes for Research, approximately 700,000 children every year experience some form of neglect or abuse, and about 1,200 children are actually put into foster care every day. Now, if a child is dealing with this issue, how do you expect them to be able to learn spelling or learn how to do their multiplication tables, because they have all of that going on at home? Currently, about 7% of students drop out of high school, and a lot of these were at-risk students during their elementary and high school years. This percentage has actually dropped from 12% to 7% over the past 20 years, and that's in part due to efforts such as the one we're about to talk about, helping the children succeed and helping them through their issues. In order to make this percentage decrease even more, we have to find ways to help the children deal with their issues and become motivated. We want to be able to live in a society where children are able to get the education they need without the weight of their problems. We want the number of success stories to be higher than the ones that aren't successful. We want the future of America to be in the hands of individuals who work hard to achieve their goals. In order to meet these needs, we have to find a policy to solve the problem. The Comprehensive Learning Support System is an up-and-coming program that can help at-risk children better succeed in their schoolwork. With the work of this system, Americans can be more confident that this generation of children will be successful in their education. The Comprehensive Learning Support System stems from a model developed by two psychologists, one by the name of Howard Edelman and the other Linda Taylor, and they co-directed the School of Mental Health project for UCLA. Tori DeAngelis, journalist for the American Psychological Association, explains that the model, also called the enabling component, targets the psychological and educational barriers to student success. According to a columnist with UCLA, the policy stresses the need to embed mental health and other student support interventions into a comprehensive school community system for addressing barriers to learning and for promoting healthy development, and to ensure that the system is a primary and essential component and is fully integrated into school improvement policies and practices. The two psychologists came up with the plan, and when they were coming up with it, they discovered that in fact, students responded better to a more innovative and more stimulating classroom versus being punished by the administration or being taken to a counselor to talk through with their problems. They also realized that there are a lot of policies in effect, and in order to make their policy more successful, they needed to narrow down the other policies and make them less redundant. The children's needs are met through schools accomplishing 6 simple steps. That is to make innovative changes in classroom instruction, support children through transitions, connect families to school and school activities, maximize use of community resources, reorganize crisis assistance and prevention, and improve links to external mental health and behavioral sciences. Upon implementing the Comprehensive Learning Support System, Sabine Parish School District in Louisiana, as mentioned earlier with their superintendent, saw their graduation rates rise from 73% to 81.2%. And they also saw that their academic rating among the districts of Louisiana jumped 23 spots just with the implementation of this program, and that was only after 3 years. Seeing this, Ohio Department of Education wanted to implement the same system in order to meet the unique needs of their children. They only recently made the changes, so we're not really sure how the changes have affected their school system quite yet. Some may object that the system is far too lengthy and far-fetched to actually work. They say that there's too many steps, too much of a process, and that it's going to take a lot of work. But in order to make a change and make anything work, it's going to take perseverance, and it's going to be costly, but we should help our youth no matter what the cost may be. Understanding how the policy works is one thing, but looking at how it can help the future is the whole reason why you should institute the policy. If the Comprehensive Learning and Support System is adopted by other schools, then our society can be positively affected. As people who care about our society, we obviously want whatever's going to work to make our children better. By all of us taking action to try the system in our school districts, our children are going to benefit. While the system primarily benefits at-risk children, it will also help the children that are even accelerated because it will give them a different approach to learning and a different way to look at things. The children are going to be happier, they're going to enjoy this new system of learning, it's going to stimulate them, and it's going to motivate them into their adult life and allow them to succeed even after their education has been completed. I have now attempted to persuade you to support a policy that helps at-risk children succeed in school. We've discussed the need for policy, the Comprehensive Learning Support System, and how that will help the children not only now but in the future as well. I now urge you to take this information to your school board, principals, and teachers in an effort to make education better across the board for everyone by meeting their psychological needs.